Hey guys, welcome back to the Chicago White Sox franchise. In this season, we will be wrapping up the 2027 season as we push for a playoff spot. We're currently 62 and 53 as we enter August. We start off August with 2 straight losses as well, so not great. We're 5 games out of the division, so it's going to be a tall order to try to get back in the divisional race against the Twins. Twins look like they're going to win it again. In the wild card, however, though, we are the second wild card. But the Rangers and Orioles, who are not in it, are 1 game out in the loss column from us and the Red Sox. So it is no guarantee we make the playoffs this year. I still think we'll be able to pull away. I want to show you guys who I drafted because I never show it. I always forget, but I remember this time. Look at this guy, Brian Crocker, 73 A potential, 18 years old. Another stud joins our farm system. We are set for the future. I don't know how many years we're going to go in this franchise, but we got the infield set, that's for sure. Is 6'5" as a second baseman. Second base might be occupied, but maybe we can move him to second position to third. Colby Mayo over to first when he's ready, but that'll be a while if we ever get to him. Hopefully we do, though. He looks like he'll be a lot of fun to use. On the mound for us is our ace, Chris Paddock, still with a sub-2 ERA, 1.9 ERA, and he looks to add to just remarkable season he's been having as he's going up against the Rays. Youngster, I don't know how old he is now in this 2027, but Taj Bradley, he's still pretty good. Leading off is Chuck Dutzman, our rookie, and this one's going to be a lead-off home run for the kid. That one is crushed down the right field line, a no-doubter to start the ball game off, and just like that, 1 batter in the bottom of the first, and it's 1-0 White Sox. For Dutzman, that's the 17th home run of the year, so he's having a nice little rookie season. He should get well over the 20 home run mark, and his only competition, I think, for Rookie of the Year will be his fellow rookies on this team. Colby Mayo, for example. So we'll see how that goes. In the top of the second, there's 1 out, nobody on for Brandon Lowe, and Brandon Lowe goes deep to right. Dutzman looks up, but this one is gone into the bullpen sports and grill. Bullpen sports grill. I was going to say bar and grill. I said sports and grill. But anyway, 15th home run for Brandon Lowe. And it's tied at 1. We go to the third now. It's Matt Mervis up. He's on the Rays in this one, and he's going deep to right field. Dutzman trying to line this one up, try to rob this thing. He leaps, but it is gone into the bullpen, and the Rays take a 2-1 lead, 2 solo shots, and it's 2-1 Tampa Bay. Number 12 for Matt Mervis in this one. Chris Paddock doesn't usually give up home runs like that, but it's only 2 runs so far. Bottom of the third we go. 1 out, nobody on for Colby Mayo. He chops one up the middle. That's going to be a base hit. That's O'Neal Cruz on Tampa Bay as he stops that one at short but can't throw out to Colby Mayo. Next up is Dutzman, and Dutzman's going deep into right center field gap. Center fielder's going back. He's still going back. He's at the track. He's at the wall, and that one is gone. A second home run of the game for Chuck Dutzman. Not a no-doubter, but still driven out of here. Hit hard. 18th home run of the season now. 415 feet to center, and it's 3-2 White Sox. Next up, Heston Kjerstad, and Kjerstad's going to follow up with a line drive to right. Does this have enough to get over the wall? It does, into the bullpen, and 4-2 White Sox lead. Back-to-back, Dutzman and Kjerstad go as Kjerstad, he's been hitting the home runs, 27 bombs this season, so he should have another campaign of over 30 home runs with ease. Jumping to the 5th, it's still 4-2, and that's the 3rd base hit of the game for Chuck Dutzman as we have first and second 1 out for Kjerstad. Homered earlier. Can he come through again? He will. It's not a home run, but it's up the middle for a base hit. Rounding third and scoring is going to be Colby Mayo. The throw is just not in time and up the line. 5-2 White Sox as we still have first and third with 1 out. Yandy Diaz against his former team, but he's going to ground 1 to third. It's going to be a 5-4-3 double play to get out of the inning, but it's 5-2 in the 5th. We go to the 6th. This would be Chris Paddock's 100th pitch and last batter as Max Kepler, who's on Tampa in this one, flies out to center with 2 on. 6 innings, only 2 runs for Chris Paddock. Another great start, quality start, and out he would go. Jose Hernandez, guy we got from the Pirates at the deadline, he serves up a 2-run shot to Matt Mervis. Can't get the lefties out, that's why we brought him in too. But it's a 2-run shot, and it's a ball game again. It's 6-4 now, only a 2-run game, as first outing for Hernandez not going to plan. But that would be all the Rays would get in that one. In bottom half of the 7th, we had our leadoff guy to second, and Colby Mayo is going to come through and knock him in with a base hit up the middle. So it's 7-4, 3-run lead. Should be able to pull away with this one. It's Chuck Dutzman again. He lines one way over the left fielder's head. Terrible read by the left fielder, but he had no chance anyway. That one's over his head all the way to the wall. Kobe Mayo rounds third. He's looking to score. The throw is going to be just offline. If it was a good throw, would have had him. But it's an RBI double for Chuck Dutzman. His 20th double and his 4th hit of the game. So he had a great night against Tampa. And here's Yandy Diaz against his former team. He hits a ground rule double. Another run scores. It's 9-4 White Sox. And that's how this one would end, as Eric Lawler would be on the mound for the 8th and 9th. And he would strike out Jazz Chisholm on the Rays in this one. So he's out, and we win the ball game against Tampa Bay. We're going to move forward a little bit. Still in the month of August. We're playing 2 games in August. I'm going to take a break, and then I'm going to show you the 2 games in September as well. We're going up against the Mariners. We're 68-59, so we pulled together a few wins. Michael King on the mound. He's just not had a good year. 5.44 ERA. Ah, man, what a waste of money this guy was. Should not have spent. I mean, it's not even that big if you think about it, like $11 million per year. But, oof, yeah, I thought it was getting a good pitcher. But anyway, maybe he'll have one good season when we need him. Who knows? Or come through. It has a big moment. Be worth every penny. We'll see. Gets through the first pretty easy. Nice strikeout to end inning. We're going against Bryce Miller, who's having a nice season, 3.13 ERA. Chuck Dutzman to lead off the game. Hit a leadoff homer in the first game, and he's going to hit another leadoff homer here. Another no-doubter as well. Dutzman goes deep, way back into right field. Almost cleared the bleachers out there. That one was crushed for a solo shot to lead off the game. Again, 1-0 White Sox, first batter in. 21st home run of the season, so he now has over 20 home runs in his rookie season. That's great to see. Michael King in a bit of trouble in the second, but gets another strikeout. Bottom half of the second, leading off the inning is Vaughn Grissom, and Grissom takes that hanging slider deep to left field. Left fielder's going back, and he runs out of room. That ball's gone. Vaughn Grissom has had a pop this season. He has a career high of home runs. I think he more than doubled his career high. I don't think he ever hit double digits. I don't think he hit 10. He's got 20 this year, so he saw that young kid in AAA we got, and he's like, I don't want to lose my job, man. So he's been great this season. Michael King working out of some more trouble with some strikeouts. Ethan Salas with a bloop hit here with a runner on third. That scores a run, makes it 4-0 White Sox. So Michael King's been in some jams, but he's been able to get out of it in the 6th. 3-1 count, 2-on-2 out, and a nice take by Ty France loads the bases. I thought about maybe pulling Michael King here, but I really wanted him to get through 6 scoreless. So I got him one more batter, and he strikes him out. Nice slurve there from Michael King. 6 scoreless innings from him. Finally a good start. And that would be it. I mean, it would be 7-5 by the end of it. Just, you quick sim, think it's a blowout. Next thing you know, it's 7-5. So Evan Phillips would come in for the save, and he'd take care of Seattle. 1-2-3 as we pick up another win. And we're going to get some bad news before we go into our final month of games here. Our rookie, Chuck Dutzman, who's just been on a tear, hitting leadoff home runs, 20-plus homers. He tore his hamstring. He's going to be out 1 to 2 months, and there's only 1 month left of the season. So he's probably out for the playoffs as well. Definitely out for the regular season, and I don't think we're going to have him for the play. I think even if we made the World Series, I don't think he'd be back. I mean, maybe, but not good, man. That's just awful. Here's how he'll finish his rookie season. Batted .250 with 24 home runs and 71 ribbies in the leadoff spot. I mean, you can't ask for anything more, especially from a rookie. He finished with his on-base percentage just under 300, so he really improved. We're calling up Zach DeLoach again, guy who's been up on this in this series. He's had a good year in AAA, 307 with 10 home runs. So he'll get a chance to spot start. Him and Dominic Fletcher will have to take over right field. But man, what a big blow to the offense. That is not good. But what is good is how we finished off the month of August, 79-61 now. So we've separated ourselves, picked up some big wins, especially at the end of the month. Took care of Oakland like we needed to. Won a series against Kansas City, swept Atlanta. So it looks good for us right now. And don't go anywhere. The video is not over. Don't worry. We're going to finish off this regular season. Just wanted to take a break in between the months so you guys know where we're at. We are still out of the division, 4.5 games. Twins don't stop winning. They've been pretty good. Their division record was really good. That's where we've been lacking. Our division record only 23-22. But we have created some separation in the wild card as the Yanks, us, and Texas look like we should make the wild card, bearing a disaster from either us or the Rangers. who are pretty clear from the Orioles. Red Sox now way out. They just had a terrible month, and they're not even in it. Here we go. We're going up to the final month of the season, and we're 83-64 now. So we skimmed ahead and won a lot more games. We're 19 games over 500. It's looking good. And we're going up against the Cubs, who we traded them, Grant Taylor, part of that Justin Steele trade. If you missed that, that's the trade we made. Grant Taylor has been, 6.75 ERA, not great, but at least he's getting the major league time he deserves. So the Cubs get major league pitcher with plenty of experience, and he's going up against his old team with a high ERA, so hopefully we're not his first quality start that he's going to have. Anyway, leadoff base hit for Vaughn Grissom to start things off. Next guy would get out, but after that, it's Yandy Diaz, and he hits a base hit to right field. So we got first and second, one out in the first. Now's our time to capitalize on the young rookie. 3-2 pitch to Sawinski, hits one deep to center field. Center fielder going back, but he is going to make the play. Nice play there. That could have easily went over his head. But we got first and third, 2 out instead for Gavin Sheets. Can he come through? He's having a great year, but he is going to bloop one into left. Left fielder Ian Happ's coming in, and he'll make the play. So nothing doing on the first inning for us. And look who's back for us. Roger Magana. He was out for 2 months, but he's back. I think he made a couple starts since coming back, so this isn't his first start back or anything. But he's been great for us. 3.82 ERA. Missed, obviously, a bunch of starts because he's been hurt, but glad to have him back this time of year, too. It's just the perfect time. In the first, though, still looks a little rusty. Bases loaded. 2 outs now as, I think that's, who is that? Zach Geloff is on the Cubs in this one. But Magana gets a big strikeout at Geloff, and he's pumped, man. He's pumped to be back and ready to go. Bottom half of the second, leading off, is Ramon Urias, and he's going to fly one into center field. Sawinski coming on, and he can't make the play. I didn't think I'd have to dive. I thought he would get there. But no, it goes by him. Kjerstad luckily backing him up. It's going to be a leadoff double, though, for Ramon Urias. Next up, Kevin Alcantara. And Alcantara lines one over the first baseman, Yandy Diaz's head, into right field. Guy on second had to freeze Urias. So it's first and third, nobody out. Shea Langoliers on the Cubs as well. A pretty decent team. Not sure they're not doing too great. But he hits that one deep to left field. Kjerstad catches it on the track. It's going to be an easy sac fly. And 1-0 Cubs in the bottom of the second. Nothing else would be doing that inning. But Pete Alonso leads off the third with a base hit up the middle. Pete Alonso on the Cubs as well. They had some good players, man. That's a base hit up the middle. For Chicago, but they're not in the race. I don't think they're even close. Anyway, Christopher Morel, 99-mile-an-hour fastball, hits it out at 100. That one's crushed to left and gone. 2-run shot makes it 3-0 Cubs in the third. 29th home run for Christopher Morel. He obviously got traded to the Rays in real life, which I think he's going to do great on the Rays. The Rays, people just do good on them. Anyway, top of the fourth, Jack Sawinski. We finally get to our former teammate, our former player, Grant Taylor. That one's gone. Solo shot for Sawinski. Is he in the 30s yet? I think he's close to it. That is number 30 for Jack Sawinski. And it's 3-1. In the sixth we go. Grant Taylor still on the mound. He gets Yandy Diaz, but that's a base hit in the left field. So that would be his night, as he would get pulled, Grant Taylor, but he pitched great. 5 1/3, only 1 earned run. So good for him. We like to see him succeed. Just, not against us, but, it's good to see Grant Taylor out there on the MLB mound pitching well. And that would be it for the sixth inning. So his line would finish with 5 1/3 and just 1 run. Good start for Grant Taylor. Nothing really else would be doing this game, as the final score would be 4-1. And that was it. Yeah, no other highlights to really show. Cubs win this one. We take a L. But we're going to take more L's, not on the field, but off the field, as we already had one big injury, and this might be even bigger. Yandy Diaz is out for the whole rest of the season. No question, he cannot play in the playoffs. He tore his rotator cuff, and he's out for over 6 months. So he won't be ready till basically the start of next season. And it's just like, man, the injuries all of a sudden came out of nowhere, as Chuck Dutzman and Yandy Diaz get hurt, and our lineup's looking significantly worse. You took Dutzman numbers out, and then look at Yandy Diaz, man. He had 29 doubles, 24 homers, 78 ribbies, and he batted .299, 362 on base, 467 slug. What a big blow to the lineup. This is not good. And, he's 35, so it says his overall is decreasing, but you can see his numbers. So good. Underrated, high average, 20-plus homers, consistent. Man, he's going to be a big loss. And I don't even know what we're going to do. We didn't call up anyone because it's literally the last week of the season at this point. This would actually be the last game of the season. As you see, we have 92 wins, so we're 92 and 69. So we're either going to go 92 and 70, or 93 and 69. So let's try to end with 93 wins against the Mets in Citi Field. I don't think I've played a game in Citi Field on video since our Mets franchise, so feels good to be back. Weird to be on the opposite side a little bit. That franchise was great. Anyway, in the first, 2 out, nobody on for Sawinski, and Sawinski's going to homer on the final game of the season. So barring him hitting another one, Jack Suwinski is going to finish the year with 33 bombs as he's had such a great season. Noah Schultz on the mound ever since coming up. He hasn't lost his spot in the rotation. He's been pitching pretty good. Low 4 ERA. We'll take that from a kid who just got called up this year. Really can't complain with that. Leading off for the Mets, Francisco Lindor. And Lindor hits one deep to left. And this one's gone. Tie game. Another leadoff home run this episode. This time from the Mets, though. And that for Francisco Lindor, that's home run number 38. Just crushing the ball. What a year. I don't know if he's batting leadoff all year, but 38 bombs for Francisco Lindor. He had a great year. In the fourth, we got a guy on second, 2 out for Zach DeLoach. And he is going to come through with an RBI base hit and make it a 2-1 game, give us the lead back. He's been pretty solid, actually, when he was in. Remember, Randy Rosarina got hurt for us last year, and he filled in pretty nicely. Colby Mayo up next, and he hits one down the right field line. It's just going to be a single. No, it is going to be a double. My bad. I don't know why I thought I stopped him at first. But it is going to be a double. Zach DeLoach goes to third. Second and third, 2 out, but Ethan Solids pops up, so we can't score anymore. Still 2-1 in the top of the fourth. Jumping ahead to the bottom of the fifth. Michael King's out of the bullpen at this point, and Michael King's not getting any better in the bullpen. That's home run number 39 for Francisco Lindor. So it looks like he's going to finish the season just shy of 40, unless he hits his third one of this game. But wow, 39 homers from Lindor. Average was about 275, and it just went up, so he's been great. We're jumping ahead all the way to the 8th. Michael King was kind of cruising along after that home run, but it's Francisco Alvarez hitting one dead center into the apple. And that one's gone. Gives the Mets a 3-2 lead in the bottom of the 8th. And that's 37 for him. Mets have such a bad record, but they got guys putting up numbers, that's for sure. And it's time for Edwin Diaz. The trumpets are playing as he's going to try to shut the door on this 1-run lead in the final game of the season. The Mets leading 3-2 going into the 9th. Sawinski leads off, and Sawinski takes off. He's going to add one more home run to his total for this season. Oh my goodness, almost got out of the stadium. And this game is tied off Edwin Diaz. That ball was absolutely crushed. And we might see a replay of that in a sec. But number 34 for Jack Sawinski. That's how he'll end his season. Again, unless he somehow gets up in extras and hits another one. But man, I was crushed almost out of the stadium. In the bottom half of the 9th, we brought in Joe Barlow, and he works an easy 1, 2, 3 innings. So we're going to extras in this one. In the top of the 10th, it is Yoleki, I think. Yolki Cespedes. I think it's Yolki Cespedes. That's going to be actually, we called him up literally just for like those 2 days since Yandy Diaz got hurt because there was no point to call anyone else up. Gets his first major league hit and RBI, so good for him. And it's a go-ahead RBI double in extras in the 10th. He would get over to third after a base hit, and Jack Sawinski would be up next, and he crushes one to right center. He just missed another home run. That one goes off the wall. 1 run scores. Cespedes goes to third. It's second and third, 1 out. And insurance runs, they never hurt nobody. Gavin Sheets hits one deep into center field. Should at least score 1 run, but it's going to score all 3. That one's gone to dead center. Gavin Sheets goes deep. It's 8-3. This game's busted wide open. And because of that extra inning, it allows Gavin Sheets to finish this season with 36 home runs. So good for him. Evan Phillips on to close things out in the non-save situation. And he does the job. Doesn't even give up that ghost runner. This one would end 8-3. And that's how the season would end as we finished 93 and 69. We still finished 4 games out of the division. No matter what we did, we were always 4 games out, it felt like. So the Twins win the AL Central. We'll go through every division right now. The Rays won the East, 96 games. The Yankees had 90 wins. They got in the wild card spot. Red Sox fell off big time. Same with the Orioles. Mariners win the West. Rangers finished 3 games back, but they get a wild card. Everyone else, not good years for them. So White Sox, Rangers, and Yankees are the wild card. We will be playing Texas in the wild card round. That'll be the next episode. I'll show you the bracket in a second. On the National League side of things, as we go and see who won the divisions over there. It's the Phillies winning the NL East. They won it by 5 games pretty comfortably, it looks like. And Braves get the wild card. Brewers won the Central. Look at this division. They won it by 1 game. Reds and Cardinals finished 1 game out of the Central. Remember that. They both finished 1 game out of the Central. Brewers win the division. In the West, the Padres win it big, clearing by 9 games over the Diamondbacks, and the Dodgers finished in 3rd, but the Dodgers got in. Braves, Diamondbacks, Dodgers, and the Reds and Cardinals 1 game out. They finished 1 game out of the division and the wild card. Talk about bad luck. See how everyone did. Vaughn Grissom, he moved up to the leadoff spot with injury. Great year, though. 276 with 23 homers, 76 RBIs. He was great. Kjerstad, 252. He struggled with the average for most part of the season, but got it up. 32 bombs. Don't pay attention to Zach Deloach batting 3rd. Just kind of threw him in there with the injuries. He didn't really play much. Sawinski's you saw finish with 34 homers, finished 3 ribbies short of 100, and he hit 288. You can't ask for more than a guy from that. Gavin Sheets, he started off with the average ridiculous. It actually fell big time off, but he did hit 36 homers. Colson Montgomery, 274 with 24 homers and 83 ribbies. Take that any year. Fantastic. And he grew. His stats grew. Perfect. Kobe Mayo, check out that for a rookie season. 268, 19 homers, 61 ribbies. Fantastic. Ethan Salas, his first full year, 16 homers, 69 ribbies. 256 though. And Dominic Fletcher obviously didn't play much. Dudesman was the guy who was in there, but him being hurt, that sucks. Chris Paddock finishes the year with a 2.42 ERA, so he flirted with the sub-2 ERA for a while, but it didn't pan out. Noah Schultz, low 4s. Roger Magana, sub-4, will take it. Went up a little bit since he came back from injury, but starts with a 3. I'm happy. Drew Thorpe in the 4s, even though he's really bad early on, then was really good, and then just kind of finished mediocre. But he'll be in the playoff rotation, no doubt about it. And Justin Steele, who's been very consistent. I think his ERA when we got him was 3.75, and to finish the season it was 3.76. So you can't complain with that consistency. Eric Lawler finished off pretty strong in the bullpen. Michael King was moved to the bullpen. Same results, giving up runs. It's just what he does, unfortunately. Dean Kremer was awful, but I don't know. We're either going to trade him or just hope he bounces back next season. I don't know what to do with him, man. We got to figure it out. He's got 1 more year on his deal. Matt Strum is good. He's usually pretty good. He's going to be a free agent too, I'm pretty sure. Zach Jackson was really good this year. Got him in the trade in the offseason. I think a lot of these guys are free agents. Lucas Sims might be too, or I might have 1 more. Yeah, I don't remember. Pitched good. Jose Hernandez, not bad since coming from the Pirates. Joe Barlow was fantastic. Wish he pitched more innings, but he was great when he was in. And Evan Phillips was pretty good. 3.51 ERA. He did have 39 saves and blew 6 of them. So the save number wasn't the highest, but it wasn't bad. They didn't blow too many. Did have a higher ERA than I thought he would. But we like him. Check this out. Our only award winner was Chuck Dudesman, Rookie of the Year. 250, 24 home runs, 71 RBIs. We went over his stats, but unfortunately he is injured, won't be in the playoffs. We had no league leaders, none of that. So that was it, just that 1 award winner. And here is the bracket. We will be taking on Texas in the wild card round. Remember, we lost to the Angels last year in the wild card round, so we're looking to get further than we did last year. We're going to take on Texas. If we manage to win that, we'll have to be playing our division rival, the Twins. On the other side, it's Seattle and New York looking to take on Tampa Bay. In the National League, Arizona and Atlanta try to take on San Diego. And it's Milwaukee Dodgers. Winner takes on Philly. So should be a good playoff. Hopefully we can get past the wild card round, man. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. If you did, don't forget to leave a like, and I'll see you in the next one.